Hi, grade threes and fours, it's Mr. Holloway here, and today we're focusing on autobiographies. So, over the last couple of days, we have focused on biographies, and you've done research and you've written on someone else's life. With autobiographies, the prefix auto means self. So, when you write an autobiography, you are telling a story about your own life, and you're writing the information in chronological order of when they happened. So some important things you might like to mention were when and where you were born, your family, where you went to school, some friends you've made, some experiences and how they made you feel, and some people that have influenced you. So I will show you my autobiography now. So I've typed my one up. It'll be best for you guys to handwrite your autobiography and place that in your writing book. So here we go. My name is Nick Holloway, and I was born on March the 1st, 1993, at Lilydale Hospital. I was a huge baby, weighing 11 pounds. That was way bigger than anyone else in my family has been. I grew up in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne in a town called Montrose, which isn't too far, probably about a 10-minute drive from Manchester Primary School. My mother's name is Lindy, and my father's name was Michael. I have two sisters, Maddie and Caitlin, and we have a family dog named Colby. For those of you that have been coming to the live teacher chats, you probably would have met Colby because he hangs out with me, sits next to me all day, every day. I went to primary school at Billanook Primary School, which is in Montrose. I would walk to school every day with my friend Brandon. It would take us in about an hour to walk to school, but we'd do it every single day, no matter what. And that was our claim to fame, that every day from prep to grade 6, we walked to school. I had some great teachers at primary school, such as Mr. Putty, Mrs. Hills, and Mr. Steele. And I look back on these days in primary school with a big smile on my face. I had so much fun with all of my friends and teachers from Billanook Primary. So now I'm going to talk about the next important part of my life, which is the first holiday I went on. So you can see how I'm going in order from when I was born to my primary school, and now I'm going to talk about the first holiday I went on. When I was in grade 6, I went on my first ever interstate holiday. Me and my family went to Palm Cove in Queensland. We had so much fun. I'll never forget exploring all the waterfalls and beaches up there. And when I go on a holiday today, the first thing I want to do is swim at and explore all the waterfalls. So that hobby has stayed with me since I was a child. One of my not so great memories from the holiday was me and my grandpa went sailing. He tried to take a corner really quickly and we fell off. My grandma still reminds me of this every single Christmas day, and it's become a bit of a family tradition and joke to talk about the time we fell off the boat together. I went back to Palm Cove in December 2018, and it was like reliving my childhood. It was fantastic. So now, as you can see, I'm going in order. I'm going to talk about where I went to high school, which was the next big moment of my life. I went to high school at Vermont Secondary College. When I look back at my time at high school, I'm grateful that I got to meet some of my closest friends there. I graduated from high school in 2011, and the next year, me and my two closest friends, Pat and Sam, travelled to America to celebrate. So now I'm going to talk about two people that had a really big influence on my life. So the first one was my dad. My dad was a huge influence on my life. I still remember coming home from primary school every day and kicking the footy. I think this is the reason I love the game and continue to play today. He was also a teacher for 27 years at Fairhills High School, which is one of the reasons I'm currently studying to hopefully one day become a teacher. So from there, you can see how much of a big impact my dad had on me. My other hero growing up was Leighton Hewitt. I never missed one of his tennis matches for 10 years straight. Last year, I actually ended up playing on Leighton in a star first players footy match. I'd never been so nervous, and I didn't play very well. I was shaking because I was playing versus someone who had that such a big impact on my life. Uh, and he's one of the reasons that I now work in tennis and I'm a tennis coach. So you can see how, me idolising Leighton as a kid, had a big impact on me even today. So thanks for reading my autobiography. You can see how I went in order. So I said when I was born, I said where I grew up, where I went to primary school, my first holiday, and then I spoke about two people that had a really big influence on my life, my dad and Leighton. So thanks for watching my video and reading my autobiography.